Welcome back to another fine week of van life, and this week though we have had a bit of an invite.
I've had an invitation for my cousin's 50th birthday. I'm really excited. We're going to go to a campsite and see family members I've not seen for, what, 10 years?
Yeah,
easily. So, 10 years. So, really looking forward to see them.
We're actually going to do the journey now. It's a long journey. It's even longer than going back to Annecy, for those of you that know. It's going to take us about 8 hours, I think.
Something like that.
To get there, but we have got a campsite booked for 2 nights, which is going to be really nice as well. So this may be a little bit of a different video because we're going to be a little bit busy this week with family. But we can start with, I got a new toy. Okay, so most of you that have been following us for a while, certainly going back to our videos 2 or 3 months ago, will know that my bike got stolen in Annecy, which was rather annoying because bikes come in very useful in van life. Well, a company got in contact with me, a company called Varla e-scooters, and wanted to send me a replacement for my bike, and I jumped at the chance to get this bad boy that has suspension. I mean, look at it. How cool is that? It fits in the back of my van really easily. I also have an inverter in the back that has a plug socket, so I can charge it directly in the back as well. It's magnificent. Say for instance St Tropez. St Tropez is just over there, by the way. Trying to find a parking space? But there's also something going on in St Tropez which I want to show you. Now the dogs, you wouldn't really want to take them to this. Charlotte's going to stay here and look after the dogs, so I'm going to go in and take you with me using this bad boy. Let's go. Gotta have a break at the moment because it's raining, and I hope the scooter is actually waterproof because it's out there. But I'm going to enjoy this and then go and watch some more guns. I've had to bring these. I know, pussy, right? But yeah, it's extremely loud, and it's just brilliant. I now know what it's like to be in a war, and I wouldn't want to be there. Anyway, I think whilst I'm waiting for the rain to do one, Charlotte, I think, can explain what all this is about and the history of St Tropez. So let's go back to the van because that's where she is. We didn't want to bring the dogs in because it's terrifying for them. So Charlotte, over to you.
On the surface, the glitzy glamour is obvious. However, having been fortunate enough to have spent a lot of time here, it is so much more than what you see at first glance. We visited during the Bravade, which is culturally the most important festival in St Tropez. As you wander around, you can see that the Tropéziens have an immense pride in this event. Shop window displays are all coordinated in a red and white theme. The event itself runs over 3 days. It features processions and worship accompanied by drums. It is to mark the patron saint of St Tropez, St Tropez, a martyr who refused to give up his faith and was executed for his troubles. Also celebrated is the creation of the army in the 16th century. However, it was in the 1950s that St Tropez became what we know it as today. The film by Roger Vadim, Et Dieu créa la femme, and God Created Woman, was filmed here, starring Brigitte Bardot, cementing her as a superstar, and St Tropez was firmly planted on the map as the place to be.
Okay, don't know if you can hear me, but it's about to get very, very, very loud here. Okay, so now back in the van. It is absolutely throwing it down out there, and I'm hungry. I'm a hungry boy. So that must mean... Hello.
Dinner time.
What are we having this week?
No idea yet. I've got to look in the cupboard and the fridge. I'll get back to you in 20 minutes.
So anyway, we're going to have some dinner, and you'll just have to wait and see what it is. I don't know. You don't know. Charlotte probably doesn't know either, so we'll see you in a tick.
Oh fuck, I just burnt the hair on my fingers again.
We'll mix it in.
Oh.
Come on, mix it in your little bowl. That's looking
I'm not being very successful.
This looks hard work.
Oh, you stand there holding a camera, that's your problem. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, there. That'll do. Well, that was, it was actually really nice. It was a kind of necessary meal because we had some things. We had like one tomato left over, an onion that was past its best, making it sound so appealing. Yeah, so it's a boiled potato salad essentially. I was missing chives, I was missing a shallot, so I had to use an onion. All in all, it tasted good. Basically, boiled potatoes, and then in your salad bowl, I put salad cream, which I can't always find. It's actually Heinz salad cream. Mayonnaise, a little bit of pepper, half a chopped red onion, some tomato, a hard-boiled egg, and some mash, and some tuna. And mixed together, it was all pretty good. Plus, it also did a good job of clearing my fridge out so I can defrost it, because that's another job for tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. I might go food shopping to replenish my defrosted fridge. Thrilling ride.
Okay, for those of you that like the technical rundown, this e-scooter has not one but two 1000 watt motors. They peak at 3200 watts on max chat, and the battery system is 18.2 amp hours, which is pretty incredible for an e-scooter. The thing I love the most about this scooter is the suspension. I hate bumpy rides. I hate it. Well, this has dual front and back suspension. For me, one of the most important parts about an e-scooter is the brakes. So you have front and rear hydraulic brakes, which is absolutely brilliant. It stops you so fast. Do you know what the other thing I was absolutely amazed about, and I'm sure you will be, is it actually has ABS. It can go as much as 64 kilometers, which is about 45 miles before it needs recharging. The battery system that I have here with the solar has done a very, very good job. It charges relatively slowly, so the solar takes care of it. Now let's just talk about speed. You can control this e-scooter so well. It's got so many different settings for different abilities, really. So for me, pootling around town and stuff like that, I just want something that's safe and easy. Well, you have the controls to do that. So I'm just going to show you now a little example that I recorded for you to have a little look at, which will show you the differences in speeds and the settings you need to use for them. So with the first setting, it's with the Eco Turbo on. The second setting is with the Eco Turbo off. The third setting is with both motors and the Eco Turbo off. And the last setting is the full setting in gear 3 as well, which is the maximum speed. So if you are interested in buying an e-scooter from Varla, then the links are in the description, and you can use code MIDLIFE if you're in the USA, or VANLIFE if you are in the EU, for an extra special discount, just because it's us, you know. Well, we're back in the cab. We are nicely showered, cleaned,
Ready for the day.
Topped up, water done, power, everything's all sorted. So we're going to go wild again for a little while, and we want to head down to, what's the name of the town we want to go to?
Cahors. C-A-H-O-R-S. Oh, how hard is it to park? A tiny little yellow car. It's not that difficult to park it, love. Right, first in, stop, you're fine. Right, that's good, she's fine.
So we're going to pop in and have a cup of coffee, find somewhere nice. There's a beautiful bridge here, which is certainly what I want to go and see.
We've never been to this part of France anyway before, so one of the only places we've not actually, or one of the only areas we've kind of not been. So
yeah, it is beautiful here. Architecture is certainly very different from the south as well, so it's like just a different colour, which is really nice.
That's what I find, that's one of the things I love most about France, is actually each departmental region is so different to the next, and everything is reflected, from the architecture to the wildlife to the fauna, flora, whatever. Everything is, you know, very almost specific to the area, to the region. It's even the people.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get a move on and head there, but in the meantime we're going to put some music on, and we're going to do a little quiz. So we're going to do 3 songs that Charlotte likes and 3 songs that I like.
Top 3 songs. My top 3
Your
songs.
top 3 songs.
Yeah.
I don't have a top 3 songs, so I'm just going to randomly pick songs I like. I'm not that specific. So yeah, we're going to do that, and if you guess, the first one of you, in fact we could do this actually, it might be a little bit of fun. The first person to get all 6 correct will get a shout out in next week's video. There's a well done. No? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Well, if you get all 6 right, it's pretty impressive, because you're only like lip reading, aren't you? So it's going to be quite impressive if you get all 6. So anyway, we're going to listen to some music. If you guess all 6, congratulations, you're a legend, and yeah, that's it. Well done.
I'm still a bit confused about what I actually have to do, so information takes a long time to enter this brain and then process it.
Well, this is fun. The bridge I want to get to is kind of around there. It's not this one, it's another one. But this road has no path, and I don't think we're going to attempt that with the dogs. So we're going to have to find a different route. So we go into the town, go to the town first?
Yeah, and then walk away.
And then we can walk around the other way?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And there's the sign there, you can see in the background. Camping, parking for camping cars. A rare sight.
See, we are liked here. We are liked. Yeah, it's about 30 odd camper vans in that parking space there. So, and it's free as well. I feel in this region we get looked after a lot more as camping cars and motorhomes.
They need the tourism more, I would imagine, here.
Yeah, they do, definitely. Don't need it in the Riviera, do they? So,
here, yeah, it's cool. We're welcome. We don't feel like parasites.
But let's go and grab a coffee in town anyway. So let's do that. Anyway, I bet you're probably flicking backwards and forwards to see the music videos, to see which ones you can get right. I wonder how many times you've rewound to have a go at it. I've got a feeling there's probably one there that you're going to find very difficult to get. So hope you're getting on alright with that. We're going to go for a little bit more of a wander. I just had this cider. This cider, if you're ever this way, get this. It's so nice. It's really, really, really good. So yeah, we're just going to drink up and finish our drinks and get moving. Go and see a bit more of this wonderful place.
I've just walked past this building and I've had a what of the smell. It just made me stop. It might kind of stop. It reminds me of my pappy, my French grandpa's bureau, his office he had in his house. Obviously they smoked and that in those days indoors in the offices and that. And my gosh, the smell.
You know what, the thing I'm finding the most fascinating here in comparison to the south of France is that a lot of the architecture here looks like almost medieval. It looks like something more out of a Disney film than anything else, and I know that Disney did get its inspiration from French architecture, but some of it's just really stunning. It's really difficult to pick it up on camera as well, exactly how great this place is. Well, it would have been rude not to get another sticker for the back of the van, eh?
Well, that was quite a long bridge, really beautiful. It's the Pont Valentré bridge in Cahors, it crosses the Loch River, and yeah, it looks pretty medieval. It's having some restoration work done at the moment on this side of it, on the south side.
Anyway, I think we're going to head back to the van now. It's pretty hot, unexpectedly so, and I'm in jeans, so that's not good. So we're going to head back now, and we will see you again next week.
See you next week.